Hello, so this is going to be the free-to-play strategy of Warpath that in patch 5.0, currently not in it, but it's going to come out on Wednesday, which is only a couple of days away. I just want to streamline the most optimal things for free-to-play to do to try and be the strongest possible with the least upgrades. That's the most important thing. You want to optimize your upgrades to make you stronger, to basically stay relevant versus the people that spend lots of money. So, you go to spawn into the game. Assuming we all know what events to do, what events to do on time, why, and all that lot, I'm just going to quickly run through everything you need to do. So straight off the bat, you're going to be upgrading your buildings, doing the chapter missions, whatever, just slowly progressing like you would do. Using coupons on the right days, upgrading buildings on the right days, just progressing through the game normally, whatever pace happens to be. So collecting 20 as much as possible, attempting to stay 100% uptime on your trucks. I know it's difficult. Industry tech is being maxed out as far as you can, as fast as possible. Industry perfect, collection speed, more resources. No money to upgrade your buildings because you're collecting it all perfect. City level 2, your city honours unlocks because you've been doing everything on time. You get badges, you get to the end faster. I know it costs 4,000 at the end, but because you've been saving them up, you can get down to this saving point faster. It'll be only a couple weeks for you to unlock this. Perfect, double rewards. Double rewards means more gold. All of the gold you obtain goes into VIP 14 at the start. You rush VIP 14, don't spend gold anywhere else, you don't need to. Units, if we go into here, Vanguard, super heavy. It is a tank and it's a very useful tank. You need it in the campaign. We get super heavy. Liberty. And we get free blueprints, gold plus blueprints for it. So free stuff, good, super heavy. Liberty, light tanks, free gold plus blueprints and light tanks. Very versatile. Doesn't rely on the base or anything. Perfect unit for a free player. So we go super heavy, Vanguard, light tanks in Liberty, Martyr's Watch, ignore. We get the free blueprints for rocket launchers, so you might be tempted to do that, but you're not going to have enough resources to upgrade 3 units at the same time, at least ground units. Ignore this camp, and we're just going to go for a fighter plane or a bomber. It's up to you. We just want to get something to shove resources into because we get them for free and it'll be a waste otherwise. I recommend fighter planes because they'll be the most useful in general. That's the unit setup. So in here we will have the light tank, the super heavy, and then these 3 will be empty. So as you see, I've got a level 1 Liberty unit here, and we just want to place these 3 full of level 1 Liberty units. So then we'll have 4. You have your Martyrs Air Force unit, and then 5 and 6 will both be like 3, 4, 5-star Liberty units, just to get your 18% buff on your light tanks. So once you've got your City Honours Max military tech, of course you want to keep up with this at some point. You need to keep getting to these stages. Say you've maxed your industry tech for that point. You want to keep upgrading your military tech to a decent standard, trying to get to level 120. Level 120 it gets a lot harder after that because you need level 6 and everything, and then level 10 here to go further, but that's what we're going to have to do. So as your one big upgrade every week for your Tuesday, possibly two techs, you get one the Wednesday, one on the finish one on the Wednesday, start another one, rush it on the Saturday, finish it on the Sunday, so then that's 3 days for 2 rushes, 3 days completed for 2 techs, Perfect. You've set it up. That's 2 per. You get to 6 of each, then 10 here. You could do two to every week, to every 2 weeks, depending on what stage you're in. If there's battle honours, you just want to save up for battle honours and only do it then. And then we unlock the level 200 Liberty. We don't need anything else because our resources aren't going into it, it's only going into our light tank. Then we can backtrack, max Liberty, max the universal ones here. Done. You know, we don't have to do anything else in the military tech anymore because your light tank is maxed and you won't have enough resources to put it in the super heavy or your fighter. The fighter's just there to use resources. Military tech's done after that. You don't need anything else. City defense, you're not going to be in base, you're running around with a light tank. What's the point of increasing city defense? Useless. Don't do it. The next tank you focus on is the tech you focus on is the tank tree and the advanced combat. Why? Because every single thing here increases the value of your light tank. Straight to the bottom, so you just want to blitz 6666, it's all sixes to get to this middle one, light tank and medium buff. Perfect, you finish this and then you start the other two, 6 in each, do these nodes. 6 all the way down, 10 at the bottom, finish this one. Simple as that. Your light tank is now maxed. I know it's going to take ages and people are going to be further in the tech than you, but still this is the fastest way to have a unit that is on par with the spenders. They have to do all 3 camps of research, you only have to do 1. They might have to do the tank tree, they might have to do the artillery tree, they might have to do the plane tree as well, but you only have to do 1, right? They've got 3 times more upgrades than you just because they spend money. You only have 1 unit to upgrade. Perfect. So, you know, you're working on your light tank, you've done that, you're forgetting every other camp because it's useless. Your super heavy is only limited to basically campaign or tanking bases. You tank a base, you lose 1 million military funds. Retrain it. It's not going to get you many kills. Light tanks, you run around the map. Your base is destroyed. You can still run around the map. You can attack air units. You can pick off artillery. You can run away from other people's tanks and all that. So it's a no-brainer just to have a unit that does everything and max out as fast as possible. Buildings wise, you can forget all the expensive upgrades. You only need 1 barracks level 32, so for each HQ you get, you want to upgrade your research centre and production centre to the maximum. Simple as that. That's the first upgrades you do. Wall is nice, but since you're using light tanks, you run around. Same with anti-aircraft. You have that in your light tank and you're not relying on your base, so you can just forget about it. Watchtower the same. So you want to do upgrades that benefit you. The Alliance office is good because you get more assists, less research time. I think that's it really, less research time. But perfect, right? It's something that's going to help you so you can get this to 32, you know, quickly because it's useful. Only 1 barracks because you don't need to. What unit are you going to have in there? 120 Vanguard super heavy? Maybe, possibly, even if you have enough bullets. Like, you probably won't, so there's no point having it at 32 because you're not using it. So you want to do the other buildings. You want to do, I don't know, maybe reserve capacity over here. Your barracks maybe here. You know, get that one up. You might want to get your mines up, you know, because they give you resources. Just anything useful that's going to give you points. Then do the next CC, then repeat, research, production, resources, barracks. You can do 1 hangar because you've got a plane, right? So that's the buildings wise. Like, you just want to do everything useful. Arena, you're not going to do well in it, so just try and attack the people that you can win against. Get free stuff. Rewards, or not rewards, store if you can. I mean, you've already got the gold plus blueprints, so you don't really need to buy more. You really don't need to get more. So I would recommend drinks tokens energy, and VIP XP. Those three, no-brainer. Energy, more bunkers for rushes, more resources, whatever. You could do your mine sweeping with the energy. The cogs, the cogs work, the ground force components work until you max them out on your light tank, and then you can just spend them anywhere else. Don't get the blueprints, they're expensive, and you've already got them. So yeah, it would just be drinks, tokens, and VIP XP. That's the arena. Drinks, tokens. I wouldn't bother waiting for the exclusive lounge. I mean, maybe you're pushing it, but that officer isn't going to be useful on your tank, and it's going to take way too long to upgrade, so I just wouldn't bother. Just use them all in 10s here, you get stuff. Lastly, it's just officers. So every week you're going to have in the Alliance store 20 War Machine statues you can get for absolutely free, so get these 20 and get the coupons. Don't need to spend anything else. Collecting your Alliance territory, you get enough. It's simple as that. Always buy these so you can max out the officer for free. Extremely good officer. The other officer, you get Percy for free, so you level up. You might be able to level up Percy to level 60 for free, because she would be awakened as soon as you hit level 60, which would probably be the first officer you get. Makes sense to get her to level 60, put her on your tank, boom, done. You have an awakened officer, and then you're just waiting for War Machine and I think Spanner. Mary's like a trap, because what does she do? Go fast and heals, does more damage, whatever, but Spanner, very durable, heals better, and paired with War Machine is just, I believe, so much better in like a 1-to-1 combat version than Mary and War Machine, simply because Mary, War Machine, you'll just die. War Machine, Spanner, at least you have that leeway of being able to take some damage and trade if you're, I don't know, and get out of situations rather than just dying with your light tank. So you get Spanner's statues through officer missions, which are here. What you want to do is always do the Liberty ones. I'm sinning right now because I haven't maxed Spanner. I want to, so you would want to always have the big Liberty ones. So do I even see the ones here? So as you can see, I've got the one that's lasting, I think that was 11 hours or something, the one that lasts the whole day. They're all out, so you want the 11-hour one, the 24-hour one, and then the 7-hour one. So you always want those 3 of Liberty to be out, because when they come back at 100%, you have the chance of getting the statue. Absolutely perfect. Then you're close to having 2 awoken officers on your tank. You only need 2. You don't need to go any further, because you won't have the units for the next 2 or 4 officers, because you're air units. You don't need any more than 2, and you can get them absolutely for free. It will just take some time. After you've got your gold into level 14, the officer wheel will open to you. Well, not open, it'll be open to you anyway, but it'll be where you want to spend your gold. So you keep spinning that with your extra gold that you accumulate. Instead of spending on VIP 15, use it on the wheel. You put those statues into Spanner. You can even put them into War Machine, or a different one if you want. I mean, like Winter Huntsman is extremely good. I think that's it. You know, you might have War Machine, Winter Huntsman. It's a really good combo. I know someone with millions and millions of kills just with these 2 combo. He saved his statues for Winter Huntsman. When it released, he maxed it. His light tank was better than everyone else's because he has the officers for it. It's simple as that. So once you have your 2 maxed officers by spinning the wheel and doing your free things, you don't have to spend gold on the wheel anymore. Your gold in patch 5.0 will be going on to either coupons in the VIP store, or there's a certain resource that I can't show yet to upgrade your modern unit that'll be very important to spend your gold on. So all your saved gold up from then on will go on these two, and then anything extra would go on whatever you want, basically. You could even increase your VIP even more at that point. It's just up to you what you spend your spare gold on past that one thing in the VIP store. And that is basically it. When it gets to modern units, you get your 7.2 Liberty unit eventually, and then you save all of your camp coupons. You might get close to your 7.2 Liberty unit and then start saving your camp coupons, because it is more value to spend 100 camp coupons on the prototype blueprint you want, rather than spending 100 universal ones in a 1 in 3 chance to get what you want. So your universal coupons you can still use, because your 7-star units, your 7.1 star units, or 7.2 star, which you probably won't make another one of, can be fed into prototype blueprints to then upgrade your light tank further. So your camp coupons you can start saving up. Even if you save up 200, that's what, a quarter, not like a quarter of the way there, or something like that. I can't. It's too late for that. Yeah, you're getting close to your modern unit. You get to the modern unit, you've stockpiled enough because you saved up gold and you're spending your gold on these parts to upgrade your modern unit. You upgrade the thing enough, your parts enough to then get to the next tier of modern unit, and you just go from there. You have streamlined your light tank to be even better than the whales, because you have the 18% camp bonus in your max light tank, whereas a whale might have, like here, a Vanguard, 2 Liberty Vanguard. They might have a Martyrs camp here, then another 2 Martyrs here, and another Vanguard. They have no camp bonus whatsoever. Meanwhile, you have the 8, so they might get a 3% bonus for having 3 or 4 of the same camp. You have an 18% bonus in your max tank because you're only using 1, and the rest can be level 1 Liberty units all the way down. 6 of them. So your light tank is better than everyone else's. Yeah, that's really it. You're just doing as little upgrades as possible to make your one unit the best. Quite simple. Other than that, I'm going to stop rambling and let you enjoy your day. So, just upgrade one unit as fast as possible. See you another time.